have a great group today, and everybody dressed alike. We are here now with our friend Brittany Parris. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Lots to talk about today in the real estate business.
Yes.
We were just talking about furniture. You heard that and how wacky it is.
Everything's wacky right now.
What's going on with you?
It is. So it's just, no secret that the inventory shortage is still, a big topic. But it's been, so Coastal Real Estate Solutions is where I'm an agent in Port Royal. And we've had a lot of exciting things happening to be able to provide things, for buyers who are desperately seeking homes. We have the colleagues I work with, we have a lot of new construction opportunities, within our office. I work with several investors who have renovation properties coming up. So where there's been just a really tough time period for buyers, we've been able to, assist them.
Is it still fun? Look at me, it's like, is it fun?
It is.
She's still smiling.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really is. It is. Like my favorite part of being a realtor is the relationship building, the people I get to meet, and just, and helping them overcome those obstacles that seem so stressful. Because buying a house is stressful. I mean,
and what's the lag time right now? What are people looking at if they're, let's say they're relocating from up north?
So, good question. I've actually helped several people who are relocating, and sometimes it's California. We have a lot of people from California.
Seen the license plates.
Yes, yeah. So we have a lot of people where we normally have, the military that comes in. We have a lot of people who are relocating, purchasing second homes. I would say the lag time really, I mean, it just, if it's a buyer and you have someone who can really, network and has the, can find you something, which we can do at Coastal. If you have something like that, the lag time is, you're going to have a typical closing, 30, 45 days, something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Do you see properties before they hit the market?
I do.
Okay.
Well, and you have that connection. I mean, having like an investor like that has to be a really big deal.
It's a huge advantage. So I work with a couple investors. So we have.
What does that mean?
So my investors I work with, they renovate properties.
Okay.
So we have properties that go in, they renovate. Some are, a complete renovation. Some are just a small. And so they're able to, provide that inventory, and we have, information for it before it hits
And
the
so
market.
with Port Royal's really
It's
exponentially growing.
Don't you think?
Yes, I love it.
It's so cute. It's really growing. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, so I've watched it from
in Beaufort or Port Royal?
In Beaufort. Well, I grew up in Port Royal, so I actually grew up on the same street that our real estate office is on.
Did you?
How
really?
funny.
Yeah. I actually had my first job in our real estate office.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How long have you done real estate then?
4 years. So I was in the medical field for 20.
Oh, were you really? Good for you.
I was a first responder for 16 of that. So.
Were you?
Wow.
Like paramedic?
Yep.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah, it sounds good in the real estate business these days because you have to have nerves of steel.
Yes,
right?
most definitely. But yeah, back to your question about Port Royal. So there's a lot going on in Port Royal. They just closed on the sale of the port.
Yes.
So, Safe Harbor is going to be doing a lot of big things there. And at Coastal, we actually have some of our agents there who will be working, and doing some new construction stuff, development with, So
let me ask you just a very broad question. Yeah. When you're interviewing for a realtor, what's important to ask? I mean,
that's a really good question.
Right? I would assume it would be relationship building.
Someone who's been there since they were 14.
Yes.
So I think that's really important. I was actually discussing this with a colleague of mine the other day, and I said, I think it's really important. So many people are just some people are just, financially driven, but I think it's really important that you have a realtor who generally cares about your goals. Yeah. Everybody has different goals towards whether they're buying or selling. I think it's very important that you have a realtor who generally cares about that. They want to meet that goal. They are available to you. Me personally, I'm always available to my clients. I don't pass them off to any other one else.
You're really like the director of first impressions. You're who's going to set the tone, I think, don't you think, from my experience?
Like growing up there, you know every in and out of Port Royal.
I do. Well, Port Royal, Beaufort. I mean, so I service all of Beaufort County.
Sure.
But it's, when my clients are coming here, I mean, it's just people, we really bond and build a relationship because I've been able to put them in touch with, vacation rentals, places to go, and, where should you go shop or.
Exactly. We know we're having a fun interview when I get this from the periphery of my eye. So it is really great to meet you. And I think you've shared a lot of interesting things with us. And again, stay with us. There's a lot more to come on Carolina Women.